And welcome back, everybody. So Yamaha XS2, I tried to take it to work on Monday, and what happened was I got about 3 miles away from home and it started losing all electrical power. Lights started dimming down. You could tell the ignition was cutting out, and then it popped back on. So I decided to turn around and ride it home. About half the way home, it started happening again. And then it cleared up and I drove it home. Decided best not to do anything. I was going to be late for work, so got in my truck and went to work. I got home that night, turned the key on. The neutral light didn't come on right away. It was completely out, and about 3 seconds later it came on. So okay, sounds like I got a bad connection somewhere. Once it came on, I pulled the electric start, decompression lever, the light went out, everything was dead. Okay, grabbed my multimeter, put it on the battery. Battery was reading 12.5 volts. I had the positive side on the positive post of the battery of a test light, hooked the negative side to the frame or ground, hit the start, and it lost all its power. Alright, I went to the cable on the negative side. It was reading 13 volts, pulled the lever, everything went dead again. I was like, alright, so I got a bad connection here somewhere. I put it on the battery post, pulled the lever, and the bike started. Alright, so I took, this is the type battery it has. I took this off because this is not part of the battery, it's just a little lug that comes with it. There was some corrosion underneath. Cleaned that all off, took this one off, cleaned it off, cleaned the sides, cleaned the battery cables, put it back in, checked it about 15 times, started good every time, bike was charging. I'll take it to work the next day. Next morning, pulled the lever, fired right up. Got about 4 miles, maybe 4.5 miles from home. Same thing started happening. Lights cut out. Ignition was cutting off. Before it died, it would come back. It's all right, turning around, going home. Except this time, I didn't make it home. I got about 2.5 miles from home, and everything shut down. Key was on, no lights, no start, nothing. Everything was dead. Open the seat, check the fuse, wiggle the cables around. Nothing. Called the wife. The wife came and got me. She had to go to work, so she just dropped me off at home. I put a bunch of tools in my truck, and I grabbed another battery. The battery for the CB350 Twin, which had been on the charge since, I think, that Friday night, probably. So that had been on the charger for at least 3 days, the little trickle charger. Went back down there, found out that the battery, which was this battery, when connected, it's showing almost 12 volts now, but it was 12.5 at the time. Had good voltage. When you turn the key on, it went to 0. So, this battery, although it will show good voltage, has an internal short. One of the cells is dead. Something's going on with it. So good. I know what it is now. Put the battery from the CB350 Twin in it. Check the voltage, had 5.5 volts. That battery also is no good. Okay, had to come home again. I used a jump pack. I got it running, but as soon as I took the jump pack off with either battery, it's just not enough to keep it going, especially with this bike where the light's on all the time. Came home, took the battery out of the 354 cylinder, my Mighty Max battery, went back down there, put that battery in, started the bike up, rode it home. Had to call, well, Lyft, taxi service, whatever you want to call them, to give me a ride back down to my truck so I could go to work. So I was telling people at work, and they're like, well, you know, that's what happens when you own a 50-year-old bike. I'm like, no, it's not the bike's fault. As a matter of fact, I had a shorted out battery in my Harley after a few years. That's the battery, that's not the bike. And you can't blame the bike for that, you can't blame the rider for that. It's just something that happens internally in the battery. So, I've now got a new battery. And on that Friday, this last Friday, I attempted for the 3rd time to ride it to work, and I was successful there and back. So, yeah, that's my story of what happened to this bike. And I mean, you know, I just did the front tire, painted the shocks, rejetted the carbs, got it running good. I'm like, okay, I'm in the clear with this one. Nope. Always something with any bike. Again, bad battery could happen to any bike at any time. I mean, that battery's not that old. If I had to guess, I'd say it's less than 2 years old. Anyway, here's a little clip from my ride home, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.